everyone, and welcome back to R34 or Real Cartoon. Last time I won with a gazillion points.
I think it was 3 million.
Now it's Adam's turn. So here are the rules for those of you who are new. I have photos. Some are from R34, some are from the real cartoon. I cut out portions of the pictures and Adam has to guess by a tiny portion if it's R34 or the real cartoon. He can also wager to guess the IP, but
so last time I let you go into gambling debt, and
I abused that very much. So this time you can only wager the points you have.
Well, that's
starting out with
exactly
0 points.
Fair.
No, it's totally fair.
I mean,
think that's how the rules should have been in the first place.
I mean, but you won with like 10 trillion points.
Yeah, but I just proved how broken that system was.
So, but then how can I win? If you
what
already
do you
have,
mean?
if
Just
you have,
guess the right IP.
No, but if you have 3 million points, and I can only get, do you have 3 million questions?
I'll go again, but from now on, whenever we play this game, that's how it's going to be played.
Okay.
Are you okay with that?
I see. So I just want everyone at home to keep in mind, Trisha changed the rules so it's impossible for me to have more points than her. It's kind of convenient that it got fixed just in time for me not to be able to get 3 million points too. So
yeah, that's right. How confident do you feel?
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get them all right.
Oh.
Because I don't know, you made it look really easy, so I might not be able to guess the IPs from like pixels.
I think I made it fair for you.
Okay.
So let's begin, shall we? Ooh, boop.
I think that's Poison Ivy from like the Batman show, and
is it called the Batman show?
It's just like Batman, the animated series.
There you go.
So Poison Ivy, and I think that's from the actual show. I don't think that's porn.
Okay, so he's saying actual cartoon.
Yeah, although that is a funny angle where she could be getting like blasted by some plant monster.
Yeah, are we going to see some plant penis? That is the question.
No, I think that's a real cartoon.
All right, answer locked in, and it is the real cartoon.
Yeah.
Good job. Are you ready for round 2?
Yeah.
There's your next one.
That's the real show. That's. So I'll wait. What do I have 1 point?
You have 1 point.
I'll wager my 1 point and say Teen Titans.
All right, that's correct. You are now up 2 points.
And I'm gonna say that's the real show because they wouldn't use chibi if it was like if it was porn.
That would. I mean, there is that new show Teen Titans Go where all the characters are chibi, and there is Rule 34 of that I found.
Oh man, that must be the greatest tragedy of that show is that it's even affecting the Rule 34.
All right, locked in answer. Real show. Is he correct? He's correct. Good job, Adam. You got it.
They're doing like the waffles thing. I did not understand when people had like latched onto the waffles meme. I could not understand what they were.
I didn't get that either. What was it with waffles?
I was like, what was there like one episode where they made waffles or something?
All right, are you ready for the next one?
Yes. So that's Code Lyoko.
It's your favorite show ever.
That's gotta be the. So I'll wager all my points and say Code Lyoko. So is it Code Lyoko?
Yes, it is.
Okay. So what am I up, like 4 points now? I'm gonna say it's real. I don't recognize the scene, but I think he's in like the tunnel below the factory that like connects it to the mainland.
Tunnels.
Yeah.
Maybe someone's tunneling him.
I don't know. Because there's like, maybe I'm just like an art retard.
You've seen the show. I don't know what the context of the scene is.
Maybe I'm just like not super like smart in like art stuff, but they drew shadows and it feels like that would be kind of hard and like
are those Code Lyoko shadows?
No, I'm just saying like if you were gonna make Rule 34, would you also include the shadows? Or
oh my god, yeah. They make those extra detailed. Are you kidding?
No, this is real. I can't really see a scenario that would. He has a shirt on too. Yeah, this is real.
All right. It is real. Yeah. You're up 5 points. Feeling confident?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. That's not that hard. You see? I made it nice and easy.
A little condescending how easy this is. I
just thought it was really funny.
Okay, I'm gonna wager 5 points to 18 Titans.
Alright, there you go. Up by 10.
And,
It's a pretty funny one.
I'm just gonna say real show. Yeah, because, like, I don't know. Like, come on. We're gonna draw the street light all the way over there? I don't know. That seems a little extra.
Well, don't let that fool you, because like I said before, sometimes people just copy and paste the backgrounds.
Interesting.
So you gotta think deep.
But then she's standing up, like, oh, you know what? That could be like one of those. whatever that manga that you were reading where the girl's like holding the guy and it's like the strong girl fetish. What if she's holding up Robin to her head level instead of getting on her knees? She's just like.
Well, she can also fly.
But he can't. So.
Yeah, but.
But if she's if that
other characters can fly.
If that's not a finger or whatever, then Robin would have to be raised up at quite an elevation. So
that would be quite small if it's not a finger.
Yeah.
Lock in your
Could
answer.
also be like a tentacle. That's a finger. Yeah, it's real.
All right, and it is real.
Yeah.
Although oddly sexual, even so. Good show, don't you think?
It was a good show, yeah.
All right, 11 points.
It was such a good show that they managed to air like a super like garbage show on nostalgia alone. I've also heard the logic that it's like, well, if you support this Teen Titans show, they might bring back the old show.
They said that. They did.
Yeah.
And then they had that fake out crossover cartoon. That was pretty brutal.
That's like
some devious marketing. All right, next one.
So that's
Let's get down to business.
Man, you made it so easy to guess what the IP is that I feel like I can't really, in good conscience, gamble anything. That's the guy from Mulan. That's the captain.
Okay.
Who is like the first non-prince, like non-prince love interest.
I don't know if he's the first, but sure.
I think also you get a pass if you're in an era where there are no princes. Yeah, who's the heir in like Mulan? Like
It's just the emperor.
I know, but he doesn't have any kids?
They don't show any kids that I know of, anyway.
He should have like an heir, though.
Yeah.
The background makes me very suspicious because I don't see. I couldn't imagine where that would be. Is it him leaving his tent?
Is he making a man out of someone?
I remember there was a scene where he like leaves the tent after yelling at like the advisor guy, the vizier.
Well, there's also a Mulan 2. I don't know if you've seen it.
I think I have, but I can't remember anything about it because it probably wasn't super memorable. That's where they go through the canyon and they're dressed up as women again, and I remember like zoning out because I was like, man, this is...
I was just upset that Mushu was trying to break the two of them up because that seems so evil.
That was a thing?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Because he was scared that he would lose his spot as like a spirit or something.
And
that was
why
not
do
a
they
good.
do that?
That was not a good plot device.
All those Disney sequels, like what psychopaths they put in charge of those? They're like breaking up John Smith and Pocahontas.
That was terrible as well.
So weird.
I also remember that he has a fake death scene in Mulan 2. Fake death.
Okay, I'm gonna say
He
this
comes
is
back.
this is Rule 34.
Okay.
Because I feel like you would lull me into this false sense of security.
I mean, I could argue either side. There could be a giant cock right here where I added white space, right?
You're like framing. I like how you have that little island of like whatever cream colored background. Just
that
just
could
to
be his cream.
just to like cut out random things. It says there's something there.
But yeah, it is in fact mysterious as the dark side of the room. I got you with that one, huh?
Oh my god, that's so vile.
There's so many.
Oh my god.
There's so many on Rule 34 of the princes
So
just going nuts with each other. Alright.
Next one, please.
Are you ready
Yes,
for the
I'm
next
ready.
one?
I'm ready to go.
Alright, next one.
I want to say that that's the Animaniacs, but I don't think I've ever seen that show.
You know, I've only seen a few episodes of the Animaniacs myself, and I didn't really love it as much as everyone else did.
Look, I honestly don't know what this IP is. What is this?
You really don't know?
I'm not gonna wager, so
Okay.
yeah.
It's Batman the Animated Series.
That was gonna be my other guess. Like maybe this is like Harley Quinn? I don't recognize this from the show. I like how it's like an uneven like sensor box in like the other corner as it's like cutting something out.
Originally, like, I had it even less censored, and then I was like, this is way too easy, so I went back and added more blocks.
Right.
So that's why some of them are a little bit weird. If you don't think that it's from the real show, then just say Rule 34.
I don't recognize the scene, but it does seem to match with the art style pretty well. Yeah, I'm gonna say the real show.
All right. Is it from the real show? Yes, it is.
That's the whole image?
Yeah, that's the whole image.
So they must have taken a scene from the show and then like drawn on the rest of it.
That's why I said it's pretty tricky based on just looking at backgrounds. That's another thing that I couldn't get with your Goofy movie. I got that out of pure luck. But yeah, they basically took a scene and then just like made it not safe for work.
Right.
That was pure luck on my part.
And you can also well, no, that's not true. They do have shadows in places, but.
All right, next one?
Yeah.
All right. Here we go.
This is Aladdin.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you sure? I don't know. He doesn't have the hat.
I think this because he's so light skinned, and I remember there was this thing forever ago where there's some viral image went around where they were like, "Oh, this is."
Oh, I remember that.
This is like, Disney's
at
Aladdin.
the beginning of the movie, he's dark, but at the end of the movie, he's white.
No, I hadn't seen that. It was just like people saying like, "Oh, they're making all these like brown characters super light." And it's like someone figured out that the clip of like Aladdin they were using and the clip of like Pocahontas were both from like Rule 34.
Yeah.
And since he's kind of light skinned, I'm gonna say Rule 34.
Okay. And surprise, he's getting a blowjob by Hercules.
Yes.
The IP is actually Hercules and Aladdin. But you see what I mean about like copy and pasting the backgrounds.
Mm-hmm.
And the next one, here we go. More licking.
That's Teen Titans, and that is from the show. Final answer.
Yeah, it was another one that I looked at and I was like, that could be funny.
This is so gross.
Yeah.
I just think the chibi faces wouldn't be in Rule 34.
If Rule 34 was full of normal people, that would totally be true. I can see your point there.
Alright, let's get the next one.
Alright.
That's Ben 10, and that's from the show, because I wasn't brave enough to go through Rule 34 on Ben 10, and neither are you. That's from the show.
You don't know that.
I'm doing no analysis. I know
you don't know that I wouldn't go on. I searched a lot. Let me tell you, they didn't have real gargoyles or mummies alive. They didn't have any of that on Rule 34 that could pass for the original show. But there was a lot of Ben 10 stuff, I'll have you know.
You actually looked for mummies alive.
I found stuff. Just not good-looking stuff.
It's just like a total of 3 people in all of the world know what Mummies Alive is.
Those were the shows that you gave me.
That show went on at like 7 a.m. Like, what like, poor child is like... I remember being like hung over the breakfast table, too tired to eat, just like staring at Mummies Alive. Yeah, it's from the show.
Yes.
Yeah, I fucking knew it.
Although by her eye level, you could easily assume that he was doing something.
But what's going to be happening to him if she's over there?
Yeah, as if he doesn't have a female love interest ever in the show, or he could be jerking off or anything like that.
He has a love interest?
He has a couple of girls that he likes throughout the show.
But
everyone's like, oh, he should totally end up with Gwen, even though she's his cousin.
I didn't watch enough to know. I saw like I remember like just seeing on TV randomly there was like a Kevin 11 was his villain, and he has like one more.
He just got one more.
And then Ben 10. Like,
Now he has like infinite.
yeah, I saw like a commercial for that where he has like a shit ton of aliens he can turn into.
Oh yeah.
Which makes sense because you got to sell more toys.
Totally.
But,
All right. Next one, I suppose.
yes.
I decided to do a little bit of a harder one since you were giving me nothing but backgrounds. So I did one background shot.
Well, not really. You gave me the person.
Yeah, but barely noticeable.
You know, if the person wasn't there, I would say Camelot. But since there is a person there, that could either be Mulan or it could be Avatar. Because that could be the Earth Kingdom outfit. The background's kind of detailed, and I don't really recognize it. And I would probably recognize Mulan more than Avatar. But I also just cannot imagine where in this shot you would be able to fit some illicit activities.
Well, I mean, there's space here, right?
Yeah, but unless it's like a giantess.
This whole white line could be a penis. You don't know.
Weak. This is definitely from the show. Whatever the show is, definitely from the show. I can't.
Okay.
Wait, oh no, wait. So what's the IP?
The IP is Mulan.
Okay.
Are you locking it in as from the?
Yeah, I'm gonna lock that in.
All right. Yeah. This is actually a scene from the movie. You remember this, right? You remember this scene.
God damn it.
It's a good scene. It's very emotional.
You got me. I don't know why the whole background is so detailed. What did they cut that
I'm
from something?
pretty sure they just cut and paste. And then just drew in Mushu.
Those motherfuckers. Yeah, got
She
me.
might be cut and paste in there too, because this kind of looks not in
This is
place.
such. What is the context? Like, is this even like erotic? Like, what's the even like context
I think
of
the
this?
person just thought this would be funny.
This is like the absolute perfect image for this game. The
Yeah.
background's so detailed. They're not doing anything that you'd even suspect.
It's really good. It's a really good one. I didn't want to make all of them super tricky though. You know? But
Yeah.
this one is definitely like
Now we're
probably
in like
the
the higher
trickiest.
level stuff.
Yeah, this one was probably the trickiest out of all of them. So.
I'm gonna have to step up my game if we do another round. This is good.
All right, next one.
That's Ben 10. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna say Ben 10 that is from the show. There's no way you would like reach that far into the abyss from the show. Final answer.
I'm scared, but I must do it. No, it's from the show.
Yeah. I fucking knew it.
All right,
It's
you did it.
It's
You
also
made
not.
it through.
Yeah, it's also not framed quite like wide enough that you could have that much in the shot. Although I thought the same thing about with the Mushu, Jumbo Mushu.
All right, so good job. It's like 14 points. Kind of stopped tracking after like 11.
We'll call those like those two are like the preliminary rounds, and now we have to have an actual like reasonable scoring system.
Yeah, you did pretty good. I think I can make them harder now.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
The two that I got wrong were pretty tricky.
I gotta fit more background images into your next round when you go again. This is fun though.
Yeah, next round. Well, if people like.
Yeah, if people want to see more.
If people want to see another round, then I could make it even harder for you.
If you did like the video,
Yeah.
comment down below, and subscribe if you'd like to see more of these goofy ass videos.
Thanks for having me.
You win!
Well, you got 3 million points because you changed the rules.
This video is sponsored by no one. Which is exactly why you should head over to burningstarcomics.net, where you can purchase independent comics made by me and my friends. You can even head over to Subscribestar, where you can join the fan club and get sneak peeks at new comics and art made by yours truly. Speaking of the fan club, let's give them a shout out.
Program restart.